Welcome to my channel. Welcome to another Airguns and Coffee Talks with Airguns Raider and Hipshot. Guys, today we're gonna go over a gun that is not necessarily a mystery, as the thumbnail would say, but this is a gun that's in my collection, guys, that in my recent video on Airgun Collecting 101, I omitted somehow, and I was reminded by a commenter about this particular model, and I'm excited because it opened up what I see as a gap in my collection. Some may not see that as a gap in the collection, but the way I collect, I start to get excited about things that I begin to want. So anyway, guys, the coffee's hot, and this is Hipshot, and you guys know what to do. Get yourself a cup of coffee or your favorite beverage and meet us on the other side. Okay, so on the table we have quite a few guns, as you can see, that we're going to cover and go over. As you can see, guys, we're looking at what are 1911's or 1911 variations. And yeah, that's what I left out in my last recent video based on Airgun Collecting 101. So thank you to the commenter that commented on this specific style gun. I won't mention the name, but if you go back to that video, you can look it up and you can see what was said. Very positive comment. But I realized that I had to think, because I knew that I had a couple of 1911's, but I also knew that it hadn't been something that I concentrated on. I've gathered some similar type style guns, and those are the guns that we're going to get into. So let's go over this first gun. So this is an Airsoft pistol. Guys, this happens to be my first 1911 variant type of pistol. This pistol, guys, doesn't have a lot of trademarks on it or anything like that. So in my research, I had to look up. So even the badge here, this doesn't really let you know a whole lot. But whenever I would Google it and try to find the information just based on the badge, it kept coming up wind gun. And so this is a wind gun Airsoft pistol. I found this pistol at a thrift store, guys. I know I didn't pay but a few dollars for it. And I think it was even in the toy section for some reason. But it had a magazine in it, guys. The only problem with the magazine was that the spring is broken in it, and so it won't stay in. So I've had to put like a coin in it, and I put this this clip piece in it to keep it in to shoot, and it allows me to shoot. So this one, guys, is as far as I can tell, it's a wind gun. It doesn't say wind gun on it, but I believe that's what it is, because everything I found is really leading to that. And so whether it is or not, it really has a high FPS, guys. I'm not sure of the exact numbers. I do know wind guns FPSs are close to 500, but I know this one, if it's not that, guys, it acts like it is, because when I first got this gun, I'd forgotten that I didn't have my safety on, and I accidentally shot myself with this thing in the hand, guys, and that was really an awful pain that lasted a couple of days. So I know it's very powerful. So just speaking of powerful, guys, so whether it's Airsoft guns that don't blow back or air guns that don't blow back, those types of guns are usually going to be your higher FPS guns. The reason for that is because they don't have to deal with the blowback mechanism. So usually when you have a blowback mechanism, that's based on your gun, the FPS is going to be lower. So just keep that in mind. But you know, there's things you can do with this type of gun. I know this gun is hot, as they say, based on some of the airsoft videos that I've watched, and usually when they go to chrono these things, they need to be like in the 300s, and I'm certain that this one is closer to 500. So you probably couldn't use this on a field. It is very painful, at least at close ranges. So, you know, to just take that in understanding. But anyway, this was the type of gun I didn't have on that video, Airgun Collecting 101. So this is sort of a follow-up video, like I said, based on a comment that I got that kind of just bells and whistles started going off in my head about, you know what, you didn't have this model out on the table fully. So go ahead and let's cover it. So, you know, these types of guns, you know, are good for guys where you can practice your draw from the holster. You know, you can just get in some close range shooting on target, and I think you'd be satisfied with one of these if you got one. So let me put this one down and go to the next. So like I said, guys, on my last video, I didn't have any non-blowback guns on the table, nor did I have any 1911 air guns on the table, guys. So the thing with that was, I was like, okay, let me look at my collection. Let me see what I have or what's similar to what it is. And if you look on this table, guys, close enough, you'll probably get a picture of understanding about what's devoid. So if you stay to the end of the video, we'll cover that and what I plan to do about it. So anyway, guys, this, guys, is my Daisy 415, my Powerline Daisy 415, guys. So this has a 1911's or 1911 look to it. I think that's what it's fashioned after. So, guys, this happens to be for a non-blowback and one of the air pistols that are in a budget range, guys. I mean, you're looking at $30–40 for this gun. And if you're paying more than that, you shouldn't, but you should if you want it, because it's one of my better air gun choices, and it is an air gun. So this being an air gun, guys, like I said, it shoots up in the range of close to 500 FPS, and it will chew through and eat through cans and bottles and stuff like that, guys. An excellent plinker and an excellent shooter, guys, even for target practice. But yeah, so I had to kind of look to see, you know, what I had out there, and what, you know, what was in my collection that was really more on the 1911 style guns. And so that's what we're being presented with today. So yeah, this is a good one. It's a BB gun, so loads from the top like that. The dots on the rear sights are not, you have to paint those in if you want them. It has a fiber optic front sight, and it has a rail here. Okay, for some odd reason my camera froze on me. So yeah, I was talking about, you can put a torch there, guys. This one is also a good draw from the holster. CO2 goes in here. I'm not gonna go through all of those, guys. I'm having to kind of cut down on my video timing, but we're, you know, basically you're starting to get an understanding. So has a nice beaver tail on it. So yeah, like I said, it's a top loader as well. Okay, guys, so one of the things that was getting me excited about the understanding when I was, if you go watch that video and some of the things I talked about that video, there's no play in 1911 slides, guys. I'm just telling you, most of them, whether they're BB guns or airsoft gun, there's not a lot of play, and the build is really nice. That's the reason why I came back to do this video, because I remembered that when he said it was 1911. It's like, oh yeah, I how could I not include 1911s in this video? But anyway, guys, this one is the Legends M1911A1. This was a very reasonable BB gun when it first came out. It shoots BBs, guys. It has that magazine that I told you about. You put your CO2. This is where your BBs load in, right here. It is a blowback. Let's see. Let me see. Where's the safety? So this one comes with a couple of safeties, guys. This comes with the grip safety, and then it has a safety here. Yeah. And so I know you heard that. Very satisfying pull back on the slide. Let's see. Sound like that as well. So yeah, all metal, guys. That's the thing about what I'm excited about and remembering now. Wasn't thinking about it, guys, but now I do understand. And also the functions, guys. Let me see. I'm not sure if it has decocker on this one. Will it decock with the safety? No. Yeah, there's no decock function on this one. There. It's not loaded. That I know of anyway, guys. So yeah, so this is I believe an Umarex product, guys, but this is sort of it's an old-fashioned style 1911, and yeah, they do have a replica of this one. So this is a replica, and like I said, this is the Legends line of the Umarex version. But I'm also now excited because this was my second this was my first blowback air gun, my second air gun, because the Daisy 415, that was my first air gun that shot steel BBs, guys. So in this one, like I said, this one I got at a reasonable price. This was one of the ones that you could go into Walmart, and you can across the country and go purchase it. They used to have it on the shelves, and that's where I got it. I didn't have to order it or anything. But they have this in Airsoft as well, if you like it, and I think they still produce it. Okay, guys, so this is one that I did an unboxing on, guys. I purchased this gun, guys, because it happens to be one of those DIY Roni build that I'm planning on doing, and I just needed a gun to fit, and I needed a reasonable price gun. But if you remember, I told you guys going over to Evic, and you can find some deals. This one was on special. I think it was running, I don't know what the original price was. I think it was $70-something, but I paid like $40-something for this one, I think. But it's a Matrix, and it's a Matrix tactical system Golden Eagle. And I think the reason why this one was marked down, it's been out a while, and plus the way this one is built, it may not be one of the more popular guns. So let me open the box. Yes, this is not a going over the box video, guys. Just gonna pull the gun out, and I haven't even taken it out or shot it or anything. It still has the orange tape on it I need to get rid of. So as you can see, guys, what it looks like. So this is a 1911. Doesn't have a whole lot of trades on it, guys. Has this funny front muzzle piece on it, but it's solid. It's a all metal gun, guys, except for the grips, of course. It has a skeletal style type trigger. That's more. It's just more solid than this, but it's in that vein. I'll go across. I'll go over some of the ones that I have that are similar to this when I get a chance. It has that grip safety. It has safety here. Let's see. This is what it looks like. So now we're getting into guns with different styles and different mags. See, now this magazine may remind you of some of the 1911 magazines that you would buy when you have a real gun, but you know, it's very slender, slim, and everything. Is where you load the BBs right in the front. Like I said, how could I leave out the 1911s? 1911s, very solid guns. You know, I like to collect guns that are metal, guys, and so this one is no exception to that. And you hear that slide? That's the reason why you collect 1911s. And I'm sorry that I left that out. Let's see. Let's see. Yeah, it's already decocted. So yeah. Not going over too many of the details, guys, but we're going over the 1911s. You can see them. Let's see this one. If you open it up, let's see. And you can look down through the mag well on this one. Put it back on safety. So let's go to the next one. Okay, so guys, this is one that, remember I told you over the EVIC that, you know, this is an airsoft gun that you can go over and you can find just about any kind of gun that you want to find. This one is an AW custom gun, guys. I'm not familiar with the brand. I want to say they may be a firearms brand, but I'm not sure. If you guys know, leave it in the comments. So this one, guys, I purchased at EVIC, and it was on a Christmas special, guys. So, like I said, you can find all kinds of models of guns. You can find all kinds of things over there. And this one, guys, this one is not, they have CO2. This is not a CO2 gun, guys. This one, guy, is a gas gun. So it will use green gas, black gas, red gas, propane gas. I'm not sure. You have to see what the specs are on it. I shoot it with propane, with oil. I use oil to kind of help me with that, but it worked for me. Let me know I have it out. Yeah. So yeah, you can see down in the well of this one as well. So you can also see, guys, it has cutouts. This one is more of a custom type gun. So the last gun you saw, you know, it had some features, customized type features. And this is that skeletal trigger that I talked to you about that they put on the more modern 1911, at least airsoft guns. I don't know if they do that on the real gun or not, but yeah. So, and this, you know, this kind of reminded me of Christmas, but it was a Christmas special because EVIC runs specials, guys, all the time. Every day there's a special. They also have special sections that if you take the time and look through those sections and you know your prices, you can really come out with a nice nice pistol. See, those 1911s, man, solid build. No, the shake is not here. Shake is in somewhere around in here, but it's not really all that that prominent, but look at that. There's no give. There's just not a whole lot of play in that. There's not a whole lot of play in the gun. Okay. So anyway, guys, I'm on this trying to get this video going, so it's hard for me to see. I got the camera in my face. I'll uncock this later. So anyway, it is, like I said, this is a custom 1911 style pistol. It has a metal hammer. It has metal trigger. Everything's metal. This is metal. This is plastic. And, you know, guys, the tips do come off, guys, if you want to know. It just depends. I just leave them on so I can distinguish them. If you were playing with these out in the field, it would be advised that you have them on. Some airsofters take them off because a lot of the barrels are threaded, and they put in mock suppressors and tracer units and all that type of stuff, which makes it fun. I've got one of those. I have yet to shoot, but it's a nice little extra to add on to it. So on to the next. Okay, guys, so I don't know if you figured it out yet, but I hope you're getting close to. So guys, this is the Colt Railgun. So I believe this is a licensed, yeah, this is a licensed Colt replica. This is an airsoft gun, not air gun. And it is, let's see, yeah, CO2, guys. Now, you know, guys, you can buy the airfield type guns. That's all fine and everything, guys. But even in these guns, guys, your CO2 guns will be the go-to guns that you probably will want because they shoot a little harder, especially if we're air gunners and we want to practice with these things or use them the way we do. Yeah, I've shot some of these things. Some of them will bust bottles, guys. Just depends on the FPS of the gun. So, but another solid example, guys. Another solid example. Not much play, guys. Not much. Solid, all metal, except for the grips. Once again, this is more of your traditional style, but tactical upgrade type version. As you can see, it has that designed trigger. That sound, guys, listen to that. See what I'm saying? Yeah, so, yeah, another example. I like to finish on this one, guys. It's that brushed nickel coloring. It has the grip safety, guys. This is the safety as well. It has the trademarks on it. Replica. So yeah, replica. And also the slender. This is the slender magazine that's on it, that it uses. Not on it, that it uses. These sights you don't have to paint on, guys, that come with it. So yeah, I'm just overview, guys. I have videos on some of these guns, and if I don't, I'll probably be doing some detailed ones coming up soon. So on to the next. Okay, guys, so last but not least, guys, this is what you call the Salient Arms International Pistol. It is a 2011 pistol, guys. and silver. These come in different types of coloring, and you can get them in black as well. This is the magazine on it. It has a double stack magazine, but this one, guys, is gas. But you can also buy this in CO2. So that is one that's on my list for this particular gun, to get one of the CO2 CO2 guns. And also, wait a minute, from what I understand, I can shoot CO2 out of this if I just buy the magazines, CO2 magazines that's like it. So that was a bonus. And another thing, guys, this is the type of gun I told you guys about. This gun is one of the ones that will run you close to $200. So yeah, so this brand, this Salient Arms, from what I understand, is a gun manufacturer. So that might be one of the reasons. These are the trades for this particular gun, but from what I understand, it is a firearm manufacturer. But these are the types of guns that I was telling you about. When you start to collect and you want to spend you a few dollars, this is what you go get. And I say EVIC, but there's other airsoft companies out there, guys, online that you can purchase from. And I would say shop around, so you can hear that slide, guys. Not a lot of play. That's what the 1911s are about. So thank you for your comment. It really brought me back to the understanding. So when I come back, guys, we'll go over what's the void and what's missing. What am I missing from my collection? Okay, guys, so what am I missing? What am I missing in this collection? What do you see? What am I missing in my collection? There's a couple of things, guys. There's a couple of things that I'm missing in this collection, guys, with my 1911s. Okay, so one of the first things is that you don't see a consistent 1911 brand pistol. If there were one, this would be it, the Colt, because these are some of the better options, and I know that they do exist in Airguns. So if I were going to buy based on brand, and I was going to build based on brand, like I have done with my Berettas, my Glocks, etc., it would probably be Colt. So that's one of the things that is missing. Okay, so what is the other thing that's missing? The other thing that's missing, guys, is that you see what? You see more airsoft guns than you do air guns. And I'm an airgun guy, and so why don't I have more of these in my collection? And that's a good question. They are on my list. Dan Wesson makes a particularly nice product when it comes to the 1911, and it's Airgun Collecting season, guys. I can't promise you that I'm going to bring that to the table, but I do believe I will purchase, if not one or two 1911s, because this is the only blowback Airgun 1911 that I own. So that's the void. Now, what's the other void, guys? The other void is that this is BB and not pellet. And yes, there are some pellet options. And I know of one specifically that I know right now is on a deal that I may snatch up. I don't know. But you never know with me, guys. You know, I like to do unboxing videos, and I like to present pistols. And why do I collect pistol, guys? Listen, please, guys, if you're my rifle guys out there, don't you worry. I have plenty of rifles. I just have not taken them out or presented them quite the way that I plan on doing so. One thing, guys, is that I don't have a lot of room. I really could use a dedicated room. My guns are scattered in my home in different pockets and things like that. I wish I had one dedicated room that I could dedicate to my guns. I just don't, and I don't have the space. I have closets that hold my guns. I have other things that hold my guns, but I don't have a dedicated room. So, but that's one of the reasons why also I purchased the pistols, because I would purchase more rifles if I had a longer range. I could, like in my backyard, I would love to shoot in my backyard. My backyard is long, guys. I have a big backyard, but I'm like in an urban setting, and I also have neighbors who, you know, would complain if they heard me shooting guns like that. It's you know, I can do it in my range in my garage with enough discretion that it doesn't cause me problems. And my neighbors, some of them know that I do this, but yeah, you don't want to, you know, I don't want to tick off a neighbor or anything like that, but it's okay. But I collect pistols because pistol stack, I can stack pistols in their original boxes. They can be put away a lot easier than the rifles. So anyway, back to the 1911s, guys. That's what's missing. More airgun style 1911s and pellet 1911s. I put this out here as a hint, guys. I didn't know if you saw that or not, if you guys picked up on it. I need some pellet option 1911s. So with that, guys, I just wanted to present to you my 1911s, and thank you again for that comment. I am excited about collecting season because I do know, you know, I always come up with the understanding of you know, I'm planning. I got all these lists to look in, and it's just, you know, very different for me to come across a comment and my mind goes, hey, we don't have a lot of 1911s, do we, Hipshot? No, we don't. We do have 1911s. We have 1911 variants, but we don't have a lot of 1911 air guns. We cannot forego that much longer. So that's the let's say the pin that needs to be put into the peg or pegging system or whatever. That's the pin that needs to be put in our 1911s, but 1911 air guns. Doesn't mean I won't buy any more airsoft, because like I told you guys, if you could just see and feel what I have in my hand, you would know as a collector. You'd be like, yeah, okay, you know. And so, you know, as air gunners, guys, I think one of the reasons why we don't necessarily lean towards airsoft is because we like to destroy stuff more readily with the steel BBs. But again, if you watch some of my airgun videos, guys, I even solved that for myself. And you could probably, you know, if you go and look at my video called Monster, you can see that. What do we have when it comes to airsoft? I don't have them on the table, guys, but we have 6mm what they call practice BBs. They call them that because you can't shoot them at anybody, but they are 6mm practice BBs that you shoot out of your they call them training BBs actually, that you can shoot out of your airsoft gun. Enough said, guys. Thank you for coming to watch my video with my Airgun companion hip shot. And this video, guys, as you know, he and I, we are out. Thank you for watching.